everybody. My name is Rebecca and welcome to my channel. I am here today to show you what is going on in my bullet journal world. First, I would like to say a big welcome to my new space. I am standing filming this at my new altar. I got a beautiful sideboard dresser, an antique, and it is gorgeously set up. I will be filming a walkthrough of my altar space. For today, I am here to show you, as I said, what's going on in my bullet journal world. You may notice I have two books here, one familiar, one not. So, the familiar one, this is my Citrus Book Bindery book, which I am very sad to say did not live up to my expectations. Within a month of purchasing it, the spine broke. And it broke a few times. I have sewed it myself. I have done so on both sides. I paid a lot of money for this book. I paid $100. Now, I know it's handmade, and I know it came from the UK, and I'm still really disappointed. The edges started to fade the color off them right away. I've got this patch here. I don't even know how that got there. I literally got this in December, and in January it broke. And I contacted them because to me that's unacceptable. I paid a lot of money for something that broke within the first month. And they wouldn't give me a refund. And then they said, well, we can send you a plastic cover. And I thought, well, it's better than nothing. The cover, and I figured they'd be sending me a plastic clear, which they said a clear plastic cover. I figured they'd be sending me a clear plastic notebook cover so I could put it on and keep using the notebook. And before I received that cover, I had realized and fully decided that the Citrus Book Bindery book was not for me. The chunky one, though I love the idea of having my whole year in one book, it made it completely impractical. And so that I wasn't carrying it around with me and I wasn't using it as much. So I had already decided that I didn't really want it and that it just wasn't working for me. So I ordered myself a new book. A couple days ago, on the 13th, the cover, the plastic cover, arrived, and it wasn't a notebook cover. It was a TN cover. So it was completely useless for this. I tried putting this notebook in the TN cover, and it didn't work. So, unfortunately, I will not be buying another Citrus Book Bindery book. Love the cover. It didn't fit what I actually, in practicality, wanted and needed. My eyes were bigger than my stomach in some parts, and also I am not impressed with the fact that a freaking month in from using it, the spine broke. And like I showed you, it broke multiple times. They did say I could send it back to them to fix it, but that would have cost me money I didn't have. It also was never really much for a lay flat. If I try and have pages, they stick up like that, or they just flip. Overall, just not impressed. So I will not be buying another Citrus Book Bindery book ever. So what I did, after falling back in love with LTs, I ordered, and finding that it was my pen that had stopped functioning well when I used to buy LTs versus my book, I ordered a new book. Now, on camera, this color is coming off a bit as orange, but it's called Bellini. It's like a corally color. It's gorgeous. And so I thought for today I would just show you how I've got it set up. I haven't set up for the new month, and so this is This is reality. This is what I do and how I handle if I have a snag or a snafu in the middle of things. So the first thing I did was I rededicated my page. I am reevaluating how I'm doing some things in regards to the tarot cards I am using to dedicate. It was too much trying to have a year ahead spread and monthly cards, and when I pulled it, I was just getting confused. It was too much. You will hear more about how I am actually approaching that now very soon. So what I did was I did my first page as you can see, it says 2020, my depth year. So I'm still in my depth year with temperance, which is, as you heard, my new word of the year. I will link my video where I briefly talked about how I'm working with the word temperance up in the cards for you. And I did that scale of fire and water again because to me, those are the main balancings that I am working with, balancing those energies. I put in my Calendex as per usual. And when I started setting this up last night, I thought I would take advantage of reevaluating all the bazillion trackers I had. So some are gone. I took out my moon tracker because I have the app on my phone and I use that I don't even like refer to the moon tracker. I just like how it looks. So I use the app on my phone to set up my month. So I don't really need that. I kept my sex fertility tracker, kept my spirit tracker, and you may notice down here at the bottom, I apologize for the lighting. When I had on flash, it was getting glary. Now I've got shadows. It's just a bit weird right now. This is the best I can do today. So I set up this color code and put it in and was like, I really don't like this color scheme. Like, it's pretty, but it doesn't make me go all like, yay, look at my colors. So I looked at this one where I had set up a different color scheme and I took this. So that's what's going on with the different colors here. So for these trackers right now, the colors on the right are the ones that I will be using from here on out. So my spirit tracker didn't change. I just evaluate my spirit level. My mood tracker, I removed 2 of the faces that I really never use. Since I had an extra space on this page, I put my husband's headache tracker here. The scale did not change. My anxiety, depression, panic, and anger spreads have not changed except for the color scheme. My sleep tracker, I've kept the same color code partway through using it in my first bullet journal of this year. I realized I had too little hour choices. I didn't like how wide it was because everything was just coming out the same color, which defeated the purpose of having this and seeing it. So I added a color. So it's 0 to 3 hours, 3 to 5 hours, 5 to 7 hours, 7+ hours, my 4 colors. And what I've done is I have a Fitbit. So I pay for the Fitbit app, so I get a sleep score every month. So that's what these numbers in these squares are. These numbers in the squares are my sleep score. My step tracker is the same scale, except instead of ending at 15,000 plus steps, I put 15 to 20,000 steps and put 20 plus because I'm getting very close to 20,000 steps every day. My exercise, I changed it to a level scale. It was being tracked in the, like, am I regular and then how many minutes of extra exercise, but I'm not doing that. So I changed it to like an activity scale, very similarly scaled and thought of the way my other trackers are because my brain works well that way. So I've got high, medium, and low level. My physical energy, same thing, high, medium, low. That did not change. No food past 9 p.m. stays the same. My binge eating spread morphed in the first month into, or early in February, I can't remember exactly when, into emotional eating, where because I eat my emotions. So I've got, am I emotionally eating or thinking about emotionally eating a little bit, a lot, or way overload? And that's the scale here. My water intake, Very similar to the sleeping, I felt it was too narrow. I had too few options, so I just changed it. 0 to 3 cups, 3 to 5 cups, 5 to 7 cups of water, 7 plus cups of water. And then I added this new one. It's called Healthy Eating. So similar to most of my spreads, it's a very simple scale of did I do okay with my healthy eating? Did I feel good about my eating that day, or did I feel great? Like basically just asking myself, how did I feel about my eating? Did I feel I was eating healthy? On what scale? And that's what it is. And there. Then the last one we have my cleaning, which changed. I like the exercise. I was trying to track numbers for how long I was cleaning, and it just wasn't working. What I'm currently working on is I'm trying to do certain things, certain cleaning things every day to contribute to my household. So I put the scale of, did I do some of my daily things? Oops. Did I do some of my daily things? Did I do all of my daily things? And then did I do extra? And there are my colors. I also added this self-care tracker where same basic scale. I'm going to just look back on my day and ask myself, was I taking care of myself? Was I engaging in self-care? Did I do it a little bit? Did I do it a lot? Did I do it completely? Like, did I feel completely nurtured and cared for that day? And these are all based on feelings. And then my tarot tracker. So my tarot tracker is the same idea, except I was trying to use the tracker to show at a glance what cards I got and what deck I was using. And I am rapidly accumulating decks, and I am changing which deck, and I really don't want to feel like I have to pull from the same deck every time. So certain things will give me cues as to what deck I was using. My tarot journal, which is date book, which you can check out a video where I talk about that, linked up above in the cards. That will hint at which one I was using. In fact, it'll outright say. The code will outright say. So what I have is, for the major arcana, I just put the number of what the card number is, 0 to 21. And that'll go on each deck, just 0 to 21. What was it? My husband for Christmas gave me beautiful gel pens, and I want to use them more. So I put the pentacles as a circle, and in the circle, it's a green circle, and in the circle I write the number of it. The cups is a little blue cup. Swords is a yellow like sword shape, and wands is just a red or a pinkish diagonal line, and all of them will have whatever corresponding card of that suit it is. And in that, I will get a hint as to what I was using. So I know if I see M here, these ones, it's M, it's a green circle with an M in them. That means it's the Mother of Pentacles, which tells me I was using my Wild Unknown deck, because that one calls the Queen's mothers. I really love how it looks. Then all I did was I added my tarot and astral readings. I am currently, with the loving volunteering and help and support of one of my favorite Facebook groups, I am currently practicing doing some readings of tarot and astrology readings, so that way I'm hoping to be able to offer them professionally. So I have this tracker of it. I'm just covering up the names, obviously. And then here I just went into my day, and I just wrote the day and added my list. Now it's 2:30. So I didn't go super fancy, and as I said, I'm rethinking how many cards I'm using, how I'm using tarot cards for theming and stuff like that. I still intend to be using monthly cards to theme, but up until this point, I was looking at it like I had my monthly themed card for my bullet journal and my monthly year ahead spread cards, two of them. It was super confusing. So next month, I am picking a card for next month, and then I'm going to address the year ahead spread at another time and how I'm going to do that. So that's what I've got. And now you've seen in real life, real time, what I do when the book I'm using is not working out. That book was driving me crazy. I could not keep using it. I hope you liked seeing what I've got set up so far. This puppy will be back very soon for my March setup. So I hope you will look forward to that, and stay tuned for a new Witch Wednesday video coming up in the beginning of next week. And that's all I've got for you today. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of, changes. That's it. So give this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe. When last I checked, I'm super close to 75 subscribers, which is so exciting. That's my goal, was my intention for the month, to hit 75 subscribers. And I hope I'll even beat that. I'm so excited, and I will see you again soon. Love and light always. Bye.